It turns out the fishing vessel had completely sunk in 25 minutes, and we had 2 people in the water and a life raft with 5 people in it. We immediately knew that we had to get the people out of the water first. The people in the life raft, although cold, were going to last a lot longer than folks in water that's 32 degrees or less. In 32-degree water, even with a survival suit, survivability is pretty limited in calm water. These people were in 25-foot swells with waves breaking over their head. We actually saw both survivors get tumbled in breaking waves while we're doing our checklist.
Rescue checklist complete. Ready for direct deployment of the rescue swimmer.
Roger, check swimmer.
Roger, check swimmer. Swimmer's going out the door for load check.
We came up with the direct deployment of the rescue swimmer, so he's not going to detach from the hoist. He's just going to go straight down, throw a rescue strap around the survivor, and then be hoisted right back into the aircraft. It's usually the fastest way to pull someone out of the water.
I got lowered down with direct deployment. Immediately after getting in the water, my hands start going numb right off the bat. My heart starts racing a little bit. I know this is a serious situation for them. I swam up to her first survivor and tried to get the quick strap around her head. Like I said, my hands were numb, my goggles were iced up. But once I verified that I had everything on properly, I gave the ready for pickup.
Right 5. Swimmer survivor out of the water. Swimmer survivor coming up. Easy down.
As the hoist continued to go on, my gloves, my face was saturated. The rescue swimmer's gloves and his mask were actually saturated and freezing. When I reached out to grab the survivor, I couldn't feel my hand anymore, and I couldn't feel where the button was on the switch that was in my hand. So after we had her in the cabin and put her over in the corner and started getting her warmed up, I then tried to warm up my own hand because I couldn't feel it enough to make the next hoisting evolution a safe one. It was probably only a minute, but it felt like a world. It felt like 10 minutes that I was trying to just warm my hand up enough that I would be able to do the next hoist safely. The hard part was looking out the door, seeing the man that I'm wanting to save, and not being able to because my hand was too cold to do anything. But I pulled off my hoisting gloves. I was able to get my hand warmed up, and we went back after the next guy.
And swimmer's ready.
Roger. Survivors at 2 o'clock. You can begin the hoist.
Have target in sight. Load check's complete. Swimmer's going down.
Roger.
We briefed the same procedure with the direct deployment. I swam up to it. Immediately, I noticed that he was in a more serious state of hypothermia. His arms were clenched close to his chest. His eyes were a little glazed over. So again, I tried to work as quickly as I could. I got the strap attached to him, took a few waves, and then we were hoisted into the cabin.
Pulled him to the back of the cabin and then called hoist complete, and that was both survivors in the cabin. Got him over onto the troop seat and started getting him warmed up as best we could.